Okay, this short video is a continuation of the tutorial that explains how to do the problems on page 4 of your OneNote. Okay, so these are the problems that have something to do with density. So the first problem that I've got on the screen, that's question 3 from page 4 of your OneNote. Now I've copied down all of the important information that's in the question. So we've been told in this question that we've got 1.8 kilograms of glucose that's being converted to ethanol, and we've been told that we've got 1.167 liters of ethanol that's been produced, and we've been asked the mass of carbon dioxide that's produced. Okay, note that in this question we've been told the volume of ethanol but not the mass of ethanol. So the first thing that we'll need to do is we're going to have to convert the volume of ethanol to a mass. Okay, now the density of ethanol, density is mass over volume. So if I want to find the mass, I'm going to have to do density times volume. So the mass of ethanol is going to be 0.789 grams per milliliter times, now note that the units are grams per milliliters. The ethanol that's been given to me in liters, so I actually need to convert this to milliliters. Okay, so a reminder that 1 liter is 1,000 milliliters, so 1.167 liters times 1,000 is 1,167 milliliters. Okay, so times 1,167 milliliters, and that works out to be 920 grams of ethanol. Okay, now I'm ready to work out the mass of carbon dioxide that's been produced, keeping in mind that the mass of the reagents must equal the mass of the products. To work out the mass of carbon dioxide, I'm just going to have to take 920 grams away from the mass of glucose we began with. Now the mass of glucose is in kilos, so again I've got to make sure that I'm consistent with my units. 1.8 kilograms, that's the same as 1,800 grams. Okay, again, 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams, so I've just multiplied by 1,000. So to work out the mass of carbon dioxide, I'm going to do the mass of glucose minus the mass of ethanol, and that's going to give me an answer of 880 grams. Okay, on to question 4 now, worked example 4. Okay, so again, I've copied the information from the question. So we've been given an equation, and we've been told in the question that we've got 12.2 liters of methane reacting with 24.4 liters of oxygen to produce 18 grams of water, and we need to find out the mass of carbon dioxide that's been produced. Okay, so first step is that I need to convert all the volumes to mass. So again, the equation, in the question I've been given the density of each gas. Okay, so just a reminder that density is mass over volume. So if I want to find out the mass, I have to do density times volume. So for methane, the density is 0.656 times 12.2 liters. I don't need to change the units this time, they're both in liters. Okay, so that works out to be 8 grams. I do the same thing for oxygen. The mass is going to be density times volume. So that's going to be 1.31 grams per litre times 24.4 litres. And that works out to be 32 grams. Okay, now to find the mass of carbon dioxide, I'm going to do the mass of the reagents, which are methane and oxygen, and then I'm going to take away the mass of water. So that's 8 plus 32 minus 18, and that gives me an answer of 22 grams. Okay, now have a go at doing the other problems on that page on your own.